Hello YouTube, MSG Retired here. So let's get this party started. Another $1 million VA fraud case, or just under $1 million. This one kind of chaps my ass a little bit, and this shows how broken the system is. The VA system is broken. It always has been. This one goes all the way back to 1987. And we're talking about John Paul Cook from Buncombe County, North Carolina. So Cook has been collecting VA disability payments since 1987. He's had his rating upgraded numerous times. And toward the end, he was pulling in almost $4 grand a month in VA disability payments. So, well, let's take a look at. There's an article from Citizens Times by John Boyle. Did a real in-depth article on it. Really explained it. Explains how he got caught. And, you know, the ramifications of it, which isn't much. He's been ordered to pay it back, and I think he got like 10 months in jail. 5 months on house arrest, which is bullshit. Pardon my French. But let's take a look at the article real quick here. Blind veteran who scammed $1 million in disability payments. How did it go on so long? Good question. It's completely ridiculous how this has been going on for so long. But for 30 years, this guy's been collecting. And by 2000, he got his VA disability upgraded several times. By 2016, he was pulling in $39.90 a month in total. You don't pay tax on that. And he hauled in $978,138 in VA disability payments and perks. Money for a home remodel, things of that nature. And it was all because of his blindness. But he was faking it. Are you shitting me? He was getting his driver's license renewed, had registered over 30 cars, had gone out on overnight trips, and he was an archery and BB gun instructor for the Boy Scouts. Are you kidding me? But he's legally blind, getting a disability from the VA for being blind. And it took 30 years for them to figure this one out. All right, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And we're going to look at this. You know, these vision tests, it says vision tests are subjective. He goes into it. Now, he was seen by 3 optometrists that were either working for the VA or contracted through the VA. And, well, that just... I guess you can fake being blind, and it's insanity. It's total insanity that this guy has gotten away with it for so long. There's no checks and balances set up. If somebody's getting 100% disability and for blindness, and they're renewing their driver's license every 5 years or 3 years or whatever it is, there should be something clicking somewhere. So his initial claim was in 1986, active duty Army, fell from a ladder. He already had some eye issues. He had a lazy eye, and this fall from the ladder supposedly exacerbated his eye problems. So we're going to scroll down a little bit, and we'll talk about how it started. He wore glasses, had a lazy eye, and then he had this fall from a ladder, and he hit his head. So this drastically worsened his eye conditions, and in '87, an Army ophthalmology evaluation concluded that he had 2200 vision in the right eye and 2100 in the left eye and was unfit for retention. He was discharged in August of '86. They gave him a 60% disability rating, which means anything above 50%, you can start receiving your disability payments immediately, as well as, medical care and things of that nature. And he was getting about $1,400 a month. And by the end of this crap, he was getting almost $4,000 a month. 3 weeks after his Army discharge, September '87, he renewed his North Carolina driver's license, and that requires a vision test meeting 20/40 acuities. And it can be reached with corrective glasses. And he passed the test. So this continued on. Now they're going to talk about his pattern of deceit and how it continued. April '89, he got an eye exam at the VA medical clinic in Johnson City, Tennessee, and it was a subjective-based test on his responses to the doctor's examination. So then he was at 2,400 and corrected near vision was 2,100. 6 years later, renews his North Carolina driver's license. Are you kidding me? 2003, there was a hiccup. Initially, he failed the vision test for his North Carolina driver's license renewal with 20/50 when using both eyes. He also failed to read 2 road signs in the vision test and was required to get checked by a doctor. Went out, got checked by a doctor, and then he got his driver's license renewed again. 2005 claims another VA increase. 2006 sought more money from the VA. 2009 got a driver's license in South Carolina. So, I mean, he was a BB gun and archery instructor for the Boy Scouts. Are you kidding me? How he got caught. Anonymous tip and the jig is up. The VA OIG received a tip about Cook, and they launched an investigation which started in 2017. Based on this tip, they obtained North Carolina Department of Motor Vehicle Records, information from the Boy Scouts, video surveillance showing the veteran driving, pumping gas, etc., and a federal indictment came out. So he was able to drive himself to numerous appointments at the VA. And then, I guess after the interview, he started using the Mountain Mobility Public Transportation Service for his VA appointments. This is ridiculous. This whole thing is just ridiculous. So, you know, he's getting $39.90 a month. It comes out to like a net of $48,000 a year, not paying taxes. Doesn't seem like an extravagant lifestyle. However, $48,000 a year and not working, just kicking back, hanging out at the house, running your errands even though you're blind and you're driving your car. It's just ridiculous. For the 2020 fiscal year, the VA's office, they had reported 1.5 million or 100.5 million in confirmed fraud. The system is broke, guys, and they're not catching it. I don't know what can be done to improve the system. Let's scroll down. Let's take a look at his timeline. This guy did a great job on this article. There'll be a link to the article in the description of this video. November 85, he joins the Army. 86, falls from a ladder. 87, discharged unfit for retention. 87, granted a 60% disability. December of 87, applies for an increase because he couldn't get employed. He got a 60% disability. 3 weeks after his Army discharge, he renews his North Carolina driver's license. Let's see, February 88, tells the VA's visual impairment. It's keeping him from getting a job, able to drive, shop, or read. 89, he gets an eye exam, VA Medical Center. Diagnosis 2400 and corrected 2100. January 95, renews his North Carolina driver's license again. 2003, failed the vision test, got a doctor's exam, and then was able to get his license back. 2005, another claim for benefits to the VA. October 2005, the VA increases it from 90 to 100%. April 2006, looking for adaptive equipment for a motor vehicle, claiming that he did not have a driver's license and stated his disability as blind, one eye, impaired vision, other. However, he's had over 30 vehicles over the years registered to his name. February 08, he renewed his driver's license. September 09, got a South Carolina driver's license. August 2010, another VA application for adaptive equipment. August 2012, VA application, adaptive equipment. March 2016, VA application for adaptive equipment. And his payments in 2016 were up to $3,990 a month. So from 2010 to 16, he served as a den leader and cub master with the Boy Scouts. He was a qualified range officer for BB guns and archery. Also certified for land navigation. You have to be able to, I don't know if anybody's ever read a topographical map. You have to be able to see it. February 2016, he had to go to an optometrist to get his license renewed again. November 2016, the VA directs Cook to undergo a compensation and pension examination for his eyes. His vision was 5/200 in each and was limited to no more than light perception, and that he could not recognize test letters at 1 foot or closer and not perceive hand movements or count fingers at 3 feet. But yet he could go get a driver's license. February 2017, special agents from the VA's office informing him he was being investigated for fraud and that he had been surveilled. So that anonymous tip ticked this off. And so you can go on the VAOIG website and submit an anonymous tip if you suspect someone is defrauding the VA. You can do it. You don't need anything special to do it. Of course, when the VA looks into it, they may take no action because there's nothing found, or they will take action like in this case. But it seems like the VA seems to only go after these really super high dollar amounts. With the amount of stolen valor that's out there, there's people that have never served in the military that get VA benefits. I don't know how they do it, usually with forged documents, and they get away with it, and it slips through the system, and it really chaps my ass because they're taking money away from the guys that really deserve it, the guys that were severely injured or wounded in action and have severe disabilities, and they need the VA to help them with their living expenses. And these shitbags are just out there faking it along and living on the dole off the government's tit just because, I don't know, they're just lazy shitbags, period. That's all I can say. Anyway, I apologize for my language. I usually don't get over the top like this, but this one really kind of jacked me up a little bit. I haven't been able to find a picture of this jack wagon. If I do, I'll do an update. I cannot believe his sentence. I got his sentencing information from another website, and he's got to pay back $930,000 worth of payments back in 10 months in prison, and he must serve 3 years of supervised release. By the way, 5 months of that 10 is going to be on house arrest. Come on, really? I guess crime pays at some point. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, if you like the content, guys, I'm going to try and bring you more of this VA fraud stuff. I've got a few stolen valor things going on. I don't know what's up with NPRC. I haven't been getting any records back for quite a while. I've just fired off 3 or 4 more records requests. Second time around, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get those records. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. If you're out there riding on 2, shiny side up, rubber side down. And as always, have yourself a great day.